Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and today I will be covering all PIGGY CFC chapters. PIGGY CFC chapters, or character focused chapters, are chapters in PIGGY which are focused on a certain character. Ooh, big discovery there, 8. These chapters include Mansion, Distraction, Decay, Delirium, Breakout, and Heist. All of these chapters are good, and I am not ripping into any of them. They're all good. Oh wait, I've got distorted memory. Well, distorted memory, I apologise. These are all good chapters in their own way. Usually. Anyway. But without further ado, let's get in. Coming in last place, I have to give it to Distraction. Now, Distraction, I've said before, is not a bad chapter by any means. I just believe it is not as good as the others on the list. The twin skin is very good though. I do like the fact that the lower Zizzy's health gets, well, it's not health, but the more time that goes on in the round, the more the screen becomes distorted, because she is becoming infected. Sadly, boohoo, rest in peace Zizzy, I think. I'm pretty sure she's in the true ending scene. But to carry on from that, there are many plot points, like, never covered again in this chapter, such as, at the end, she's trying to make a deal with Teal, and then a black hand pulls her away, and then she's just, we don't know. I honestly can't remember the true ending cutscene. Is she in it? I need to check that one. But that is why the Distraction is in last place. Okay, and coming in second last place has to go to Distorted Memory. This one was the first CFC chapter, so you can't give it any flack, because it's Minitoon's first attempt at it. And I think he did really well. So I know this map is literally just House, but with a new section. But House is a good map. It's better than Carnival, at least. And Gallery, School. See, it's a good map. That's better. It's better than 3 maps right there. The story of this chapter is not good, to say the least, though. Minitoon, why? What Minitoon, why? Just to give you a rundown, George wakes up from a nightmare and tries to call on Penny. Penny is not there, so George now must escape from a distorted version of his home with a memory chasing him. We don't know who Memory is. Is it Grandpa Pig? Is it Penny? Probably not. But after the sequence, you escape, and George goes, Penny, I found you! And then goes, wait, Penny, where are you going? With her back turned, she walks away. Then George goes, oh no, I don't feel too well, and then evaporates. Oh wait, this isn't Infinity War. He goes, oh no, I'm not feeling too well. And then goes, oh no, he goes, oh no, not again? Or something like that. And it's like, it's, oh no, not right now. And then he wakes up. Yeah, so Minitoon chose for his first CFC chapter to go with the dream sequence idea. Which, in theory, is good, but it means that nothing matters in the chapter. So that is why it is not good. Bad Minitoon. Yeah, but the chapter in whole is good, but the story elements of it pull it down to second last. Coming in 5th place has to be Heist. Heist is a great chapter, following Willow, Pony, and and Billy committing a crime. Stealing a pie for Willow's brother, William. This is a really good chapter, don't get me wrong. Do I hate that Polly places traps every 2 seconds? Kinda. That just may be me in my experience, but he places traps a lot. It's a great chapter with a great story. Now, I believe the thing holding this down is the chapter element. I know a lot of people will not like this opinion, but in the chapter is great. I don't know, there's something about it to me. This is a great map, don't get me wrong. I don't know, it's just, I think it doesn't go above these following chapters. But Washed Clean by the River is a banger by Beastlet. Don't get me wrong. Okay, coming in at 4th place is Mansion. Mansion is a chapter that I beat recently to get to Okara. I had him with my profile picture and I didn't have him. I am a sham. Cancel me. I also got Bella. I'm sorry. I'll continue with the chapter review. This chapter follows Z and Zuzi also committing a crime. Why are there so many chapters where people commit crimes? But it's all Z. Zuzi. No, I mean it's all Zuzi. Z would never do such a thing. Trust me, gang. Even Zuzi agrees. So the chapter follows Z and Zuzi going into Old Man Eddie's mansion and eventually being chased by a killer robot. Luckily, he doesn't kill you. Duokara is a good bot. I don't like the mechanic where you have to look at him, and then I'm pretty sure he gets faster than you when he's like in his red form. I don't know. It's just I think it's too gimmicky. They could have just done a basic bot. And then Z and Zuzi, after breaking in and doing multiple things that they probably shouldn't have, go, oh wait, we shouldn't be here. Let's leave. And then have to escape. Zuzi, I mean, so confusing, runs into Zuzi and goes, it was all Z's idea. How dare she blame Z. Tut, tut, tut. And then we get the biggest lore drop ever after Old Man Eddie enters back in. There's an insolence thing. There's a thing to do with Finley, who's this character now. I like Finley, aside from the fact where he chucks an egg at you at the end of the hunt. Yeah. This chapter is great though. I found it really hard. I needed help to beat it. I'm a sham. But that's why I think it deserves its spot in 4th place. Top 3 now, and then coming in 3rd place is Breakout. Breakout's a great chapter. I haven't beaten it. I also haven't beaten Heist. I also haven't beaten Distraction. But that's besides the point. I want Umbra, but I'm bad. I wish some of these levels just had an infinite timer, because the timer doesn't show up. And then I thought, oh, it'll all be okay. And then I lost because there was 1 minute remaining. Yeah. This chapter follows Tigray, who is in the military and goes down through this hole into the bottom of a bunker where he finds unearthly horrors known as Umbra. And then at the end of the chapter he kills someone, so he abandons the military. And then we get this whole backstory thing about how at school he was bullied because he was, and at home he was bullied because he was. I don't know what they have against tigers, man. This is quite rude. And then it shows him and Willow, showing that after all of the stuff that happened, they're still chill with each other, which is really good at the end. This chapter is fun. There's so many puzzles. At this point I've memorized them by colour, because I've replayed this chapter so much trying to get Umbra. And I'm probably, if I get Umbra, I'm not going to use her, they, them. I don't actually know what Umbra's gender is, but I'm probably not going to use it. I just want it to be in my inventory. I just want it to be there. But that's why I think this chapter deserves its spot in front. Okay, this was a tough decision. Coming in 2nd place goes to... You can probably see by the gameplay. Decay. Decay is a great chapter, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the first things I played when I got back. It was like the second thing to Megan. Yeah, I played Megan when I got back. Needless to say, I was very scared. Piggy was game with keys, now it's spoopy. Why? Why? Dancing doll female? Why? But to get onto the chapter, you play as Bunny after she gets infected in the metro. Sad. Cue sad music. On a violin. What am I doing? Bunny is infected, yeah. And we get one of the most insane lore drops at the end that left a lot of people with questions. But they get answered in Delirium. So, yeah, I can't really judge it, but based on it going, hey, it gave us a cliffhanger, because now we know what it actually means. So, this chapter is one, I'm pretty sure the first, like, proper spoopy chapter that Piggy tried to do. With the first person perspective, and, I mean, to this chapter, kinda, the replayability isn't very high, though I played this chapter multiple times, because I'm bad and I died a lot. It doesn't have replayability, really. I died at the bonnet chase first time, and then I died twice at the second bonnet chase, I'm pretty sure. Because, bro, the amount of tension you feel when you're trying to shoot the boards knowing Bonnet's right behind you is quite a lot. And then at the end of the chapter, Bunny's like, oh, Bonnet, I'm so sorry. And then she sees Mari going in a dumpster and thinks she's infected. So kills her. Then a wolf dude comes around the corner and it turns out Bunny's infected. Tries to shoot Bunny, shoots Bunny, and then Bunny sees it as Brella, meaning Brella's cannon. Insane, gang. Absolutely insanity. But that's why I believe this chapter deserves its spot in second place. Okay, and to probably no one's surprise, first place has to go to Delirium. Now, Delirium is a great chapter. It is terrifying, except for Scald. He's not really terrifying. I think the second bonnet chase is way scarier than the Scald chase. I was so happy about the Scald chase that I exited my room and then died to the chain, because I didn't think anything could harm me after I escaped from Scald. Yeah, that was quite painful for me to watch the clip and then have to redo all of Delirium. I don't know the lore of Delirium. I believe Delirium takes place after the first bonnet chase in Decay, where you have to go through a door. Either that, I think that's what it has to be, right? Yeah, I think so. And then there's this whole bit, you have to go through the slide, and then you get jump scared at the end of the slide. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens, like, the chain is a cool skin. I'm never gonna wear it, probably, because I'm gonna get the Psycho, and that's all I'm gonna wear. But it's, the whole thing, it's really cool. I beg you to play it if you haven't. It deserves its spot in first place. To talk about the lore for a second, at the end, that whole reveal that the infected believes the survivors are infected. I love it. It makes a lot of sense, though it does retcon the teacher saying, I know everything I'm doing, and I don't like it. Like, I see everything, but I can't control myself. That does retcon that. But, yeah. What else about Delirium can I sing its praises? It brought us Season 8. Finally, new season that isn't Paranormal Pigmas. Honestly, I am probably top tier Mini-Toon Glazer. I will, like, it was supposed to end in 2022 and we're still getting new updates. Like, gang, I can't diss any of the updates then. But the whole chapter is great. The end bit is where you have to save all the people and, like, save Mr. P, but you don't really have to because they're guaranteed to die, essentially. Not, like, guaranteed, but they probably will die in your playthrough. This whole chapter is great. I urge you to play it if you haven't. That's why it deserves its spot in first place. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the Piggy content, because it's daily, gang. That's what I'm doing now. It's daily. Woo! Woo! It's daily. Come on. Say yay! Say yay! But thank you so much for watching again. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I really hope you enjoyed the video, because I enjoy making these for you. And bye-bye.